Everybody, hope you're all having a good day. It is Wednesday, which means we're continuing our Apollo Justice journey. What happened is we have started the investigation in Karayan, and we finished up Apollo's side, but now we're on the Phoenix's side again. And what was I going to say there? Oh, yeah, right. What I was going to say is, if we finish this fast enough, we might do the second one. So we'll see what we can do. Turnabout Revelations, day 2. Oh, shit, I did the wrong. Next time. If the stream went south, that would have really messed things up. No, actually, we wouldn't. We would just start back on that. Right, May 18th, Hammerfall Temple. I passed it right after we found her in the tomb. I feel exhausted. I can't keep my eyes open. She's been out cold ever since. We haven't been able to get a word out of her. The doctor says it's just exhaustion. I can't help but worry. What is it, right? Are you alright? Yeah, just thinking that's all. I'm glad you're here, Edgeworth. We wouldn't have gotten the permission we have without you. Well, I didn't come all the way to Karayan to be useless. Speaking of the investigation, I received a few things from Detective Sky. These should prove to be useful to us as well. The autopsy reports, not to the court record, we already had that from last time. The diagram, and the crime photo. I can't thank you enough, Edgeworth. Honestly, I have been so lost without in these past few days. You know, the barbed-head lawyer Phoenix, right? Huh? You're from the Garan Royal Guard, right? I am Lucky, Royal Guard member, and her emissary shoulder rubber. That's very specific. What does the Royal Soldier rubber want with me? Yeah, come to think of it, my shoulders are a bit stiff. Don't be absurd! I'm here for one purpose only. I am to bring you before her emissions. Bring her on. Grand Princess of Karayan. Will you comply? Queen? What could she want with me? Why does he have to shed like that? I can't find why Queen Garan would summon you. But I advise you to accept her Emperor's gracious invitation. Royal Shoulder Rubber Lock he, was it? May I join Mr. Wright in his audience with the Queen? The name is Lockheed! The apostrophe key! And all praise the omnipotent Queen Garan! For she has already foreseen and approved your request, Chief Prosecutor Edgeworth. You're both to come with me! You mean to say Queen Garan sees our every move? Yes, indeed! Her Emerald's spiritual power is immense! She can even see what's going on thousands of miles away! I know I did the wrong way. Right? I fear I'll lose my hearing if we don't hurry. Yeah, me too. Look at the Queen herself summon me personally. Oh. What could she possibly be up to? That's it. That's right. Still at it, I see? I guess borders mean little to the face of your incurable habit. Well, I hear you used to present evidence left and right during your investigations too. That was a long time ago. Besides, who did you hear that from? Oh, I have my sources. Oh, well, tell your sources that I look forward to his next salary review. Per Gumshoe. Ironic that the man tasked with upholding the law should end up breaking it. Well, it's not like we don't have a fair share of that back home. That's the thing, a thing of the past. The worst offenders have already been removed. That's like, now that you mention it, wasn't Gaspin Payne expelled from the prosecutor's office? Yes, he was a particular troublesome individual. I was shocked to see him resurface here in Korean, and with considerable sway, no less. I just hope he doesn't end up making a mess of things out here as well. Oh, that's just for the badge. Go. So you've been here all this time. I wonder where you had gone. Don't tell me you miss me, Edgeworth. As if! Court has been so peaceful without you around. You make it sound like I leave legal devastation in my wake. Well, don't you? Well, right. What do you intend to do now? I was thinking, I want to help Apollo win this case. So why don't we try to gather whatever information we can? You're quite the considerate boss. Well, I kind of forced him to take care of the office in my absence, so it's the least I can do. Just go. May 18th, Grand Palace Audience Chamber. Ah, the barbed-head lawyer has arrived. We bid you welcome. And you as well, Chief Prosecutor Edgeworth. Thank you. This place is still as magnificent as last time. We have heard much about you, Barbed One. It seems your bluffs and tomfoolery tend to leave our courts devastated in their wake. Is that what people have been saying about me? Right. Where are your manners? Your Eminence, I am both humbled and delighted to be in your presence. Oh, Your Eminence, glad to be here. Looks like you're doing well. That's alright, there is no need to keep your head bowed all day. Yes, Your Eminence. Rafe is not looking too good. I guess even she can't just bounce back from her father's murder. So what can I do for your Eminence? We wish to question you about something related to the case at hand. Perfect, because I have a few questions of my own. We'll just get right to business. We fear we do not fully comprehend what has transpired. So it is that we summoned you here to further elucidate the situation. Is it true that our husband Inga had been seeking the Founder's Orb? That's right. He wanted to trade a hostage for it. That's why he abducted Maya Fey. Insolent fool! Ow! That is a lie. I say. Father would have never done such a thing. But he did abduct Maya. That much is. I will not stand here and listen to you. This nonsense. You will pay for this. You. Ow! 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 Need your benevolence. That is quite enough, Rafa. We understand your feelings, but we fear he speaks the truth. We believe you know why your father would do such a thing. Huh? We believe he was seeking the orb as a means of attaining spiritual power, and with it, he intends to usurp the throne. Mother. What do you mean, Your Eminence? Inga was planning a coup, for he was dissatisfied with the current administration, and his secret police was the primary instrument of his treason. Secret police? They came up during the High Priest murder trial too. An elite force under the direct command of the Minister of Justice, in this case, Inga. Man who was hunting down rebels as Lady Kira was a member of that group. Sorry, the man, sorry. Indeed, Inga turned that one proud force into his own private army, and he intended on using them to launch a coup and assassinate us. So your Emeralds had no control over them. As much as she and us to admit it, Quran is not the unified realm it would appear to be. We are truly sorry you had to witness the dirty underbelly of our kingdom. How could Father know that Inga could not have become king simply through our assassination? Or in Korean, only those who possess spiritual power may sit on the throne. I see. That explains why Minister Inga was seeking the Founder's Orb. Barbed One? Do you recall the man known as... Ah, shoot. Pleasure and distance? I forget the full name. What about him? He too was involved in Inga's machinerism. Inga had bought his loyalty. He ordered the man to steal the orb and cover up the theft. And then he sent the orb to the US for productive of the study. It's all coming together. The capture of the infamous villain, the Rook Jamani. It may prove to be the crowning achievement of our reign. Now perhaps the kingdom may return to the peace it once knew. Oh, what a joyous day! Hail to her Emeralds! Queen Garan! Queen! Grand Priestess of Orion! Her Emerald's spiritual power evokes a blessing straight from the Holy Mother. I could see how her queens would be elevated at the prospect. But the queen herself seems almost giddy for someone whose husband was just murdered. Father, Rafa, near hand doesn't appear to be taking it so well. About that incident that occurred 23 years ago. Sorry, but an incident 23 years ago. The one in which Daruk was accused of assassinating Queen Amara. Yes, he set fire to her private residence, burned my dear sister alive. Murder by arson. Only a demon would be capable of such a heinous crime. But the events that almost set the stage for you. But that event also set the stage for you to become queen. What did you do before you were crowned queen, Your Eminence? As part of our training to be queen, we serve in many different governmental positions. The longest of which was as the previous Minister of Justice. It was in that position that we were best able to support our elder sister, Queen Amara. Interesting. That's her husband's position. Or at least it was. And when you ascended to the throne, you passed the Defense Culpability Act. Those who would support criminals will be deemed just as guilty. What prompted you to pass something like that? Like the Defense Culpability Act, Your Eminence? The assassination of our dear sister Amara. When the infamous villain, the Rook Shamandi, was apprehended, he announced that he would act as his own lawyer. That's right. Rook used to be a lawyer. Rook had been an extraordinary talented lawyer and highly esteemed by the people. But he falsified evidence in an attempt to win his own case. See, when the truth of his fabrications and the assassinations of the Queen came to light, the people were devastated, and trust in the legal system plummeted. Now, why does that sound so familiar? Yeah, I wonder. In Cryan, the Hall of Justice is a sacred space where victims receive their last rites. Should the people lose their faith in it, the kingdom would be shaken to its very core. That is why the Defense Culpability Act had to be passed. It was the only way to keep our legal system from tumbling into the abyss. That's how you sought to eliminate the use of perjury and phony evidence, huh? But that law is what made lawyers go extinct in your kingdom. Now there's no one left to defend those who have been accused. You see how you could take issue with such a reality? However, we have not banned the act of lawyering itself. Those who are confident that they can prove their client's innocence are always welcome to mount a vigorous defense, as you yourself have shown. Well, I guess so, but without lawyers, there's the possibility of false charges being filed and prosecuted. As long as our prosecutors continue to run nothing but perfect trials, there needn't be fear of such nefarious dealings. Do you disagree? Perfect perfect prosecutors and their perfect trials, huh? Let's not get started down this path. Furthermore, here in Korean, we have the divination seance. And so it is we are no longer need lawyers, for the dead do not lie. Well, in the short time I've been here, I have beaten back false charges twice. And I found that cases built on the memories of the dead are less than perfect. So yes, I do take issue with the Defense Culpability Act, to say the least. Oh, such relentless rhetoric. Sorry. Your reputation precedes you, Barbed One. It feels as if we ourselves are being cross-examined. Oh no, that wasn't my intention. It is true that some feel the Defense Culpability Act is a necessary evil at best. That it is a small sacrifice upon which the peace of our kingdom has been forged. If you consider executing innocent lawyers a small sacrifice, then sure. The fact is that following this passage, the crime rate here in Korean dropped markedly. Therefore, we have no regrets concerning the enactment of the Defense Culpability Act. Really? Not at all? Right. Why don't we leave it at that? This isn't a court of law, after all. Yeah. But the furniture order that was to be exchanged for the hostage. It went missing after the murder. Would you happen to know anything about that? It's missing? Sure, Durek had it when he went into the tomb. It wasn't there. I have no idea where it could be, Your Eminence. In that case, then perhaps Durek has hidden it somewhere. Incidentally, there is the matter of that horned youth you were with. Oh, you must be an Apollo? From his odd hairstyle, we may assume him to be a relative, perhaps your younger brother. No, you've got it all wrong. He's the Rook's son. Well, more like foster son. They're not actually related by blood. The Rooks? Royal Guard! Your Eminence! What's she whispering in that one guy's ear? Thank you for your time. The two of you may go now. Yes, Your Eminence. We'll be on our way. Okay, now I won. Hello and Athena have the murder scene investigation covered, so maybe we should go speak with the locals over at the bazaar. We'll just take pursuit. May 18th, Korean Bazaar. What? What's that, a lion? Oh, that caught me by surprise too when I first heard it. It's the cry of the local bird known as a warbard. A bird? That sounds like that. Sounds more like a beast than a bird if you ask me. It's a form of mimicry. No, to help protect them against predators and stuff? Yes, well, can't say I've heard one quite like that before. Oh, it's more than unusual. It's endangered. It's extremely rare to encounter one in the wild these days. If it's so rare, then what's one doing out here in the middle of the bazaar? You got me. Maybe it's got something to do with it being the national bird. Oh! Is that a gunshot? Har 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 har! Start a PW! What was that, Dots? The Defiant Dragon's newest weapon! I call these puppies Dragon Shot Snaps! Uh-huh. And you need those... Why? Because our hard work is starting to pay off! Thanks to our TV signal hijacking and stuff, more and more people are joining our cause! But on account of that, the regime being cracked down on us real tough like. Yeah, there's been a lot going on lately. To say that again, I mean, what's with the high priest fake murder slash suicide? People are calling it the DCA tragedy and it's causing a real public uproar. Hopefully this means trust stiff won't be in vain after all. So how exactly is a handful of firecrackers going to be of help to you guys anyway? Simple. First, I supply them to our fellow rebels. Then we use them as a diversion when we need to shake around scoons. Huh? Like this! Whoa! You cut that out! I'm not with the machine, and I'm not chasing you. Your reaction, that was priceless, BW. I guess I sounded like Warmark Day. It's a miracle no one's trying to arrest him while he's too busy laughing. You there. Oh. You are one of those insurgents, are you not? Yikes! Take that! Ding! And he's gone. Those firecrackers are more useful than I thought. Barbhead! Your benevolence! What can I do for you? I wanted to speak with you about what my mother said. I do not believe a word of it. My father could not have been planning a coup. Well, I can understand why you feel like that, but... It was a setup. Someone must have been plotting against him. And how do you know that? I just do, because the Holy Mother guides me. And as the Royal Priestess, I must uncover the truth for all to see. Maybe this is just how Rifa expressed her sense of duty. You're investigating this matter, are you not? Then rejoice, for I shall accompany you. And bestow upon you the Royal Priestess wisdom. That's the best news I've heard all day, your benevolence. No would darken our way with Rafe at our side. We humbly accept your offer. Don't we, Edgeworth? As you wish, right? Excellent. Then shall we begin with my father's private quarters? We should be able to find some clues there. I shall expose this false charge for what it is, if it is the last thing I do. Could it be? The reason she's so defensive about Inga because she's a daddy's girl? Barthead! Let's not waste time. My father's private quarters are located within the royal residence. Now follow me. Wait! She's sure in a hurry. Right, the minister's private quarters may hold evidence related to his murder as well. Yeah, maybe we can kill two birds with one stone. I feel awfully fired up. I just hope she'll be ready for the truth we find. After all, it's hard to believe that Inga was not in full control of the whole affair. Oh shoot. Let's swing by there. May 18th, Grandma's Palace for Resident. Now, if we can figure out which one of these building houses is Inga's private quarter, that's where we'll find Rafa. Alright. This overturned urn spilled its water all over the place. It was already knocked over when we got here earlier this afternoon, so we can rule out Athena at least. Right? What does it say about you if your first suspect is your own subordinate? These are footprints coming from this residence. Too bad they just kind of end. I wonder who made them and where they went. Now that's what I call an extravagant exterior. Is this where Inga's private quarters are? Watch your step, right? That urn's been knocked over, spilling water everywhere. Yeah, the ground's soaked. I wonder who did this. Huh? I think someone's in there. A father. Is that Princess Rafa? There were still so many things I wish to tell you. She always puts on such a brave face. But hearing her crying all alone, I can't help but think of Trucy. But father... Princess Rafa? Are you in there? Ah! Just a moment! I'll be right in! I see you are finally here. Well, let us commence your investigation, shall we? Our investigation, sorry. Shall we? Your benevolence? Maybe you should rest for a minute first. You were eavesdropping on me, weren't you? No. I mean, yes. Sorry, I couldn't help overhearing. It wasn't like I was spying on you or anything. You stupid barbed hand! Ow! Ouch! You could have feigned ignorance. It's as if your brain to mouth filter shuts off the moment you step out of the courtroom. I'm not that bad, Edgeworth. Anyway, what took you so long? I thought you would never get here. You have a lot of nerve keeping the Crown Princess reading. Oh, sorry. This was my father's residence. I have already unlocked it so you can go right in. Oh, and be careful. Some dingbat dog got in the courtyard and spilled water over there. A dingbat dog? That's right. The yappy mutt spilled a whole urn's worth. I wonder how I got into this area. Do you know what it looks like? I have better things to do than to memorize what some stray dog looks like. Anyway, it is not worth talking about. Let's search my father's room, shall we? I really hope she's alright. Oh, we're done, alright. May 18th, Grand Palace, Inga's quarters. Private quarters. What a mess. You can definitely tell a guy used to live in this room. I guess Inga and I had at least as much in common. Not much in common. Ah, the star keeps getting in the way. Naya? Oh! Huh? Where's Nala? Yeah, normally... She comes running whenever Reva calls. That's right. That is one. Oh well. You, Barham, come, hold this staff for me. Why me? Just take it. It's too heavy. I'm tired of holding it. I just not put up with this day in and out. I'll just set it over here for now. Barbhead, I, the royal pieces of Quran, shall share my thoughts on the adoption. You will? Listen carefully. Such opportunities do not come often. Yes, of course, we'll be grateful to hear anything you'd like to share. My father was very likely seeking to obtain the Founder's Ore. But it was not for the purpose of a coup de grace. It was all for my sake. For your sake? The Defender's Orb was capable of bestowing great spiritual power. My father truly believed that. I wanted that power to be mine. I haven't finished my training, but I still can't channel spirits. He was doing it for me. Right, I see. Well, do you understand why he did it now? I do, but it doesn't change the fact that Minister Inga was a kidnapper. Ah! I guess you don't believe he is, do you? Oh. New information is sure to surface upon further investigation. Suffice to say, he did this all for me and the story. Is he really trying to obtain the orb for Rafa? No, I doubt that. Sorry. Speaking of powers, I wonder if Rafa will be performing the divination seance tomorrow. I should probably ask her about that. Your benevolence, I noticed Nala isn't with you today. I know not where she is gone. I have not spoken with her since this morning. I assume she must be quite busy today. I did catch a glimpse of her a little after 2 o'clock. I tried calling out to her, but she went off somewhere again. A little after 2? That was about an hour before the murder. Indeed. Of all the times for this to happen, she normally comes to me the moment I call her name. I know it's hard to believe, but even nannies have lives, you know. Your inability to find her after the murder is slightly alarming. I wonder if her absence is related to today's incident somehow. You think she was unwittingly caught up in them? Who knows? At the very least, I don't think she was at the scene of the crime. Well, I hope he is alright. Rafa seems really worried about Noah. I take it you'll be conducting tomorrow's divination seance? Who else, if not I? Good point. Thing is, divination seances are all about what victims experience in their final moments. So, tomorrow, Rafa will experience her own father's death, exactly as it happened. That's more than anyone should ever have to deal with. Do you really have to go through with the seance tomorrow? There's really no one else. What about just calling the whole thing off? It's not as if I'm doing this because I want to. No. Ah! Never mind. I misspoke. The divination seance is a very important duty of the royal priestess. And it is one I intend to fulfill. There's that word. Duty. Your benevolence? As Crown Princess? You are destined to rule this kingdom one day. That means there will be many things that you alone must determine. Things like how to keep your people happy. And what is true and what is false. And most importantly, what role you must play therein. I wonder if I'm ever up to the task. Performing the divination seance is very important for a priestess. But duty or not, it's a heavy burden for someone so young. And worse, she'll be forced to watch her father's murder. Will it be a weight too heavy for her to bear? Your benevolence, has Nala served you long? Yes, she has been at my beck and call for as long as I can remember. Sorry. I have heard she even cared for me as an infant, right down to changing my diapers. Your diapers? It almost sounds like she could be your mother. Indeed. But that is a simple fact of life when your mother is busy being queen. Nala takes care of my every need. She is my teacher in all things as well. This pool of knowledge seems rather lopsided in some respect. Lopsided is hard. that be the result of Nala's teachings? Nala, could it be that my trusted attendant has come to dislike me? Now that I think about it, perhaps I've been acting rather spoiled as of late. Oh, I'm sure she'll be back. Yes, I suppose Nala would never truly abandon me. On her return, I will do something nice for her. Perhaps she'd like a shoulder massage? And yet, I can't shake the feeling that Nala's connection to this kiss is connected to this kiss in some way. It's a syringe and a file. Sorry. Those were my father's back pain. He said it really helped when the pain was particularly unbearable. Was that bad, huh? He must have been injecting some sort of painkiller directly into his back then. Yes, my father said his back pain could knock him off his feet. I know the feeling. I've experienced a pretty severe back pain on my own. Well, we can't have you throwing your back out of court. So why don't you take a file? Oh, no thanks. I hear your body builds up a tolerance to that sort of thing. Painkiller shots ninjas in the pocket. Medication Inga used for his back pain. Said to make the pain disappear. I thought you didn't want them. I'm going straight to a chiropractor as soon as I get home. This is most likely a special ink pad for the Justice Minister's stamp. His insignia is carved big and bold right on the lid. Talk about overkill. Did you really have to mark everything he owned? This new pad must belong to Inga. Let's see. Inga's notes. Now purple hat, glasses, diamond-shaped tattoo on forehead. Daruk, long hair, eye patch, blue clothes. Phoenix right, spiky hair, blue clothes, pink necktie. That's strange. On the right. These appear to be notes detailing people's most prominent characteristics. Hey, there seems some stuff about me in there. Why would he bother doing this? I'm afraid even I can't answer that. Whatever the reason, it's giving me a case of the heebie-jeebies. It's as though he was taking down descriptions of people over the phone. That's what it reminds me of anyway. What a brilliant deduction! One fitting of a chief prosecutor such as yourself. I commend you. That's high praise coming from you, your benevolence. Edgeworth's right. You do look like dictates your notes, but I don't know. I mean, why bother describing Nala, who he must have seen every day? Inga's notes are out of the correct, and no pad used by Inga. People's characteristics are written on the side. Wow, that's one godly sculpture. My father sculptured himself from a block of solid gold. Why does it not surprise me that he was also a narcissist? It's pretty detailed. He even included that personal stamp of his. Hey, the stamp's a little loose. Ah! Look, there's a secret safe inside. Oh my! To think such a thing was here all this time? Rats. Looks like we need the combination to get in. That's one luxurious and comfy looking bed. I've slept on nothing but hard floors since coming to Korean. Hard floors since coming around. How about to sleep in a nice soft bed again? Then take it. It's yours if you wish. We'll have to clean this room out anyway, now that my father's gone. But don't you want to keep these things as a memento of your father? Besides, I don't need his spirit haunting me late at night. Do you suppose if I slept on it, I could see my father once more? Princess Rafa, I honestly don't know how to answer that. What's this? Just with label? Oh. Never thought I'd see this brand again. It appears to be a sample of some sort of brown hair color. Color jet black. I wonder if Inga was going grey. Here, Edgeworth. Maybe you could use it. And use it, sorry. I like my natural hair color just fine, thank you very much. This desk is crammed full of documents. They appear to be paperwork for executions. But for this many cases? Indeed. Something is rotten in the Kingdom of Korian. This one dates back 5 years ago. Something tells me he simply keeps putting them off because he hates doing paperwork. Oh, there. This chair looks like it was modeled after Inga's suit jacket. The backrest even has those fancy buttons of his. I imagine they keep the chair awfully uncomfortable to sit on. Actually, they serve to massage the pressure points on his back. My father suffers from terrible back pain, you see. I wonder if it really works. There are so many shoe prints here. Come to think of it. There's some spilt water by the entrance. Somebody must have stepped in it before coming in here. They're already dry. That means they're at least several hours old. Then someone must have been here today in the early afternoon. There. For our servants clean this room every day. Here in Koran, we have a saying, leave not today untidiness to tomorrow. Mine is, why clean today when you can leave for tomorrow? Or what you can leave for tomorrow. I'm really beginning to wonder what's inside that safe. Any idea what the combination might be, Your Benevolence? None whatsoever. Looks like a 4-digit combo lock. So maybe it's a date? But it's probably not anything that would be easy to guess. Well, let's try some dates and see what happens. Wonder what date Inga would use as a combination. Try the DZ Act. How about the date that the Defense Culpability Act was enacted? Do you know when it was, Your Benevolence? Nala! Your Benevolence. Yes, of course. I believe the date would be June 14th. Really, Edgeworth? Especially in the years of elites, the secret to your success? Alright, let's give 0614 a try. Nope, that's not it. Time to try something else. I wonder what date Inga would use for the combination. When's your birthday, Your Benevolence? You are wasting your time. It could not possibly be my birthday. Oh, come on. It's worth a shot. Fine. It's December 24th. Christmas Eve? Well, let's give it a try. 12/24. Oh! It opened! It did? Yep. And it looks like the bottom safe was a fake. Something meant to mislead would be thieves, something meant to mislead would be thieves, no doubt. Still, it was rendered quite ineffective by his use of such an easily guessed combination. Why, Father? Why my birthday? Okay, let's see what's in here. Huh? This looks like a letter or something. Let's see. Dear Father, I wanted to wish you a happy birthday. You're always so kind, and I love you very much. I hope you live to be 100 years old. Love, Rafa. I wrote this to my father when I was 8 years old. Father, why would you hold on to Something so childish and stupid. There are some other papers in here. Ah! This is the plan for his coup de grace. Carolin's assassination plan. Once I poison the queen, the throne will be mine. The spiritual power I obtain from the treasure will back up my claim. In the meantime, the secret police are to keep a close watch on Garan. What? Give me that! I don't understand. It seems Justice Minister Inga was planning the assassination of the Queen. This can't be true. Father would never harm Mother. Oh, Rafa, this has to come as a terrible shock. What's this? There's a photo in here too. It's of a woman and a baby. I wonder who they are. On the far left, there's a law book with the mark of the Divine Dragon branded on it. Wait! That's... Your benevolence? How can this be? Princess Rafa! She's looking incredibly pale. Your benevolence, are you alright? Alright? How can I be alright? Huh? All that I have believed. It was all lies. I'm afraid I don't follow. The heck she's talking about? Can I ask who the woman in this is in this picture? How should I know? It seems I didn't know anything that was going on. Doesn't look like I'm going to get much more out of her while she's like this. Woman photo out of the photograph. A picture of from Inga's safe. She's a woman, a baby, and a logbook that has a mark branded on it. Mother. Huh? I must ask my mother about the secret she is hiding. What secret? I must go. Goodbye. Wait! What was that all about? It's like her mind was off somewhere else. It appears this photo really upset her. I wonder who the lady in this picture is. Stop! Shadow, come back here! Wait! That sounds like... Albie and Shadow! Shadow, sorry. That's odd. Commoners aren't normally allowed in this area. I wonder what's afoot. No. May 18th, Garan's Palace, Royal West. Oh! Edgeworth! I hope one of you has a good explanation for this. I'm so sorry! Hi, Albie. No, Shadow! Bad dog! Leave the man's frilly thingamajig alone! If you would kindly detach your dog from my Corvette. Right away, sir! Just hold still on. And... Stop pulling like that! You only stress the fabric! Come on, Shallow. Let go of his Kamajol. This isn't working. I'll just have to pull harder then. 1, 2. Wait! What are you? 3! Come on! No! Oh, I need air! I hope you're having a good day. You're trying to kill me? I'm really sorry, mister. My dog has a habit of attacking frilly things like that. Maybe for his sake, he should stick to more traditional targets, like cars, or his tail. I hope I get the... What's worse, he snuck in here again today, and stole some weird-looking hat. I don't know what to do anymore. Hot dog, you're a very bad dog. Wait a second. I've seen that hat before. I'm gonna chat. Oh, that's an attorney's badge from your homeland, right? I studied all about it. Well, let me explain. There's a reason why the badge is shaped like a sunflower. You know how sunflowers always turn to face the sun? The source of their well-being? Well, lawyers are like that. They will chase after anything that will make them money. What? I guess people hate lawyers in your country too, huh? Where did you get your information from again? I probably sermon chief prosecutor your paying gift in the middle of the bazaar the other day. Lawyers already have a bad enough time here without his lies. Alright. Let's go. Albie, can I see that? Could I see that hat again? Sure. Wait. Isn't this Nala's hat? I thought she disappeared. Shadow swiped this from someone. Albie, how exactly did Shadow get hit this? Allow me to explain. It all started while we were on a walk through the bazaar today. When suddenly, that's popped out of a manhole. Huh! Whoa! Fangs of the Fine Dragons. That's the rebel is here. Say, you want to join our cause, kid? Huh? Actually, I was super startled by that weirdo sudden appearance. Yeah, that's a dude. Back dog to the garage. Huh? But this is my dog. Shall do. My dragon secret weapon. Dragon shot snap. Shoot. Whoa. Oof. Oh man, the look on your face. That was classic. Sudden bang of a firecracker spooked Shaldu, and he ran into the crowds. Ah! Shaldu, come back here! I'll teach you Quran, slapdog. Peter, what do you think you're doing? Not good! That's when a policeman came running over and hauled Dots away. I had read around 2 PM, if I remember correctly. I'm not even going to pretend to know. I'm not even going to pretend I know what Dots was trying to do. I chased Router Shadu, and when I finally called up to him here in the palace courtyard, he had this in his mouth. 2 PM, huh? That's about an hour before the minister's death. Nala supposedly went missing after the murder. This would place her here at the palace around 2. I'll be Stevens that the correct record. Around 2 PM, Shaldu was surprised by a firecracker, ran into the courtyard, and stole Nala's hat. Actually, I just remember I saw something pretty amazing around that time too. Something amazing? So Albie, what was it that you saw that was so amazing? I saw her Prince Queen Garan's channeling a spirit. Is it really that big a deal to see her challenge someone? You bet it is. Commoners are never allowed to behold the sacred rite. Oh, can you tell me more? Of course, I'm always happy to explain. I believe it was around 2:10 today. I got lost in the palace grounds while looking for Shaldu. Oh, what is this place? Gives me the creeps. Where could Shaldu have gone? And in my search, I took a peek into a small room, and that's when I saw Queen Gram. She was channeling a spirit for a neighboring neighboring kingdom's king. I saw her transform right before my eyes. I was so sad. I had to take a picture of it. You took a picture? I know I shouldn't have. But I just couldn't help myself. Nest on the treasure room. Obviously not exactly the picture of self-restraint. I'm trying to end the run after that, so I ran before anyone could spot me. You could have been arrested again, you know. Yeah, I know. Anyway, here's a copy of the picture. Just don't tell anyone I was the one who took it. I worry about his future sometimes. Alright. Can I follow that to the court record? I'm the figment. How did you have to get into the royal residence anyway? It's not open to commerce after all. Now let me to explain. There's a way to get into the palace from the bazaar. It's a bit of a tight squeeze though. Shall do can easy hit, but anyone bigger than me is out of luck. You don't say. Yeah. Part of the palace wall is damaged, and there's a hole I can just make it through. Go on. Bet you didn't know they have some really tasty food here. Oh. And this isn't your first time in here, huh? Trespassing is illegal, you know. No, it's not like that. I didn't mean any harm. It's just, I want to help change this kingdom. What do you mean? Well, after my space trip, I started thinking, like, maybe there's something I could do to help the revolution too. Maya's child, huh? That tragedy only happened because of how twisted Karayan's legal system has become. How utterly foolish to cast away one's life for such a reason. There must have been other ways to cover up the crime. Yet had I done so, my wife rushed to my defense. And when the case went to trial, she would suffer the same fate as I under the Defense Culpability Act. I could not have lived with myself had she been convicted because of this fiendish man. Of that fiendish man. This cannot be. All I have done under the laws of our kingdom, it has all been. The DC Act led to the false charges against Maya and the High Priest's suicide. That trial also caused the public to start questioning the current state of things. I'm thinking Albert has some pretty strong feelings on the matter. I knew there had to be something I could do to help. That's when I remembered the hole in the glass wall and started thinking, maybe I could sneak in and take a picture of one of the royals up to no good. I just wanted to do my part. The spirit of revolution seems to be catching on, even with one so young. Right? I think she's hoping a good day. Oh, tears. No, right at the moment. The time is steadily building, and the tipping point is fast approaching. It's just a matter of when. I agree. And the public perception of the Divine Dragon seems to be changing too. But I'll be. You can't go trespassing like that, even if it's for a good cause. It's not right. You have like self-care or something on? Okay, I won't do it again. Or maybe I think it's Majora's Mask. This is Tears that came in. I'm guessing. Albie, is that really all you have to confess? You haven't been up to any other mischiefs? Okay. And when I say you, I mean shall do. Huh? Oh, I didn't know what you're talking about. Also, I think I read up. I think Tears of the Kingdom has passed 20 million copies. Sales recently. Nice try, Albie. But the proof is literally right in front of us. Oh. I know I shouldn't have taken that picture. But it was the first time I've seen a spirited medium at work. I I couldn't help myself. At least he knows what's wrong. 100? No, $400 per copy sounds about right. I'll be. You're not planning to sell these photos to tourists, are you? Come on, Mr. Ryan. You don't really think I do that, do you? I really fear for his future. Okay, no. Just move on. Let's swing by the tomb. Oh, no, let's go back to the bazaar. Nope. We'll find somewhere. Detention center? I should be doing something else here now. Point out the misdeed. Maybe we should just open back to this. Oh, hold on. I'll be. You wouldn't happen to know how this urn got knocked over, would you? Because her benevolence told me something rather interesting. Be careful. Some dingbat dog got in the courtyard and spilled water over there. A dingbat dog? That's right. The yapping mutt spilled a whole urn's worth. The dingbat dog she mentioned wouldn't happen to be Xiaodu, would it? No! I guess the dog's out of the bag. Sorry, I lied. I was worried I'd get in trouble. I know I shouldn't lie to a lawyer like that. No, it's not good to lie to anyone like that. So let's try to only tell the truth, okay, Albie? Oh, Mr. Wright, I almost forgot. I saw a couple of Americans a moment ago. They had really weird haircuts. So I thought they might be friends of yours. Really? Not. It seems your little friends think all us Americans have strange hairstyles. I suppose we have you to thank for that, right? So what exactly did their hair look like? There was a guy with 2 crops of hair sticking out his forehead like antennas. And there was this lady with a long bunch of hair that looked like a big orange spider leg. Oh, that sounds like Apollo and Athena. What were they doing? They were racing for the bazaar! With the Grand Royal Guards in hot pursuit! Wait, what? Why were they being pursued? I don't know. I'm not sure, sir. But if I have my suspicions, I just hope they're alright. Sorry for not mentioning it before. It just kind of slipped my mind. Yeah, no, we got time to do the next part. I didn't think this would be short. This time I'll be smart and actually put it on the other file. Let's keep going. May 18th, Grand Bazaar. Those guys sure are persistent. Yeah, they even wore me out. And that doesn't happen often. Why are they after us anyway? Apollo! It's the Royal Guards again! Arg! Quick, hide! Hey! Where'd Hornhead and Spidey Hair go? Spidey Hair? They're not talking about me. Are they? Is that a trick question? You know you're hiding somewhere around here! Hello? That weird looking bird over there. Did it just... Yeah, it did. It's called a war bargon. You know what? I'll tell you all about it later. When we're not being chased by masked men. Come on, wherever you are! Hand over the Founder's Orb if you know what's good for you! Figures they're after the orb. I don't know what they'll do to us if we were captured. If they grill us in those obnoxious loud voices, I'll give after the first hour to confess to whatever they want, truth or no. Come on now, you foreign devils! This has gone on far enough! You must not keep our emeralds waiting for any longer! We've got to get out of here. There must be a safe place to hide somewhere. We'll be quick. Look, I'm on the hole. Ah, that's right! Say, son, do you remember my office? Sure. Remember that messy, dimly lit room? Well, I masked one of Mars' assassinations is kept there. I think it might help you on this case. You remember how to get there? Mina, I know where we can hide. Follow me. Oh, where are we going? Wait, you're not seriously thinking about going down there? It smells like rotten eggs. I don't know those rats I hear. Got no choice. You can get us somewhere safe, but this is the only way in. Quick, before it's too late. It's gonna take forever to get this stench out of my hair. Former Shamandi Law Office. It looks like we lost him. That was close. Rick's office. How long has it been since I last set foot in here? At least we're safe now, but... Why is Sabina all huddled over in a corner like that? Ah! That's... AJ! What the heck are you doing here? Ron's Royal Guards are after us. Ha ha ha! Once a rebel, always a rebel. Don't worry, your team doesn't know about this place, so you can relax now. Dude, this is when am I part of the rebellion? I don't recall signing up. Hello? Oh, sorry, Polo. Mr. Wright? What are you doing here? We saw you two go into that manhole. You narrowly escaped the guards' notice. It was like watching a pair of ostriches bury their heads in the sand. I guess that was a closer shave than I had thought. Anyway, you're safe and sound now, and that's what really counts. Oh, I also have some evidence for you. Thanks, Mr. Wright. It's evidence received from the boss. So, what is this dubious hell we found ourselves in anyway? It's the Fan Dragon Safe House, also known as the former Shamani Law Office. See, well, thought it might be just a happenstance. Here I am, Chief Prosecutor, hiding out in a rebel base. Please report this place to the local police, Prosecutor Ashworth. Might as well take a look around while we're waiting for the heat to die down here. Come on, Athena, stop moping over there and help me check this place out. Please tell me there's a shower here. There's a sink in the kitchen. And if you're lucky, maybe some soap? I'm sorry I even asked. Alright. So you guys are still leading this office, I see? Yep. Except now it's the official HQ of the Fan Dragon. As Thorok said, and I quote, "We must keep it for the day when crime needs lawyers once more. Restoring the legal system to its rightful form through popular uprising." You can tell how much Rook believes in this cause. Oh, and AJ? Rook said something else that might interest you. He said he hopes you'll come back and take over this office someday. Take over? Me? Those were his words. He may have been half joking, though. Rook! Guess what I heard from PW? AJ become a lawyer. Yeah, I've been meaning to tell you. Must have been because of you, Rook. I'm not so sure about that. I imagine he's already forgotten about me. What are you talking about? I bet I can't wait to follow in your footsteps. Nothing would make me happier. Maybe one day he'll return to Orion and take over this office. It's just a pipe dream, though. Rook really said that? Rook was never a hands-on kind of dad. But not a day went by that he wasn't thinking of you. That much I'm sure of. Doesn't get more parental than none. Parental. Rook, think. I really did spend my days trying to forget you. I'm looking forward to a nice, long talk once you're free. I wonder what's in this file. Oh, it's full of newspaper clippings. Page 1, the arson incident involved Amara's residence. Amara was sipping a sleeping pill and perished in the fire. A lighter was found at the scene had the Rook's fingerprints on. It seems to be a collection of documents and information on Amara's assassination. So this is what the Rook was talking about. We already know most of the stuff here on top. Let's see what else there is. Wow, where did they get all this? Anything important here? Page 20. Apollo's roving musical father got caught up in this incident and lost his life. He was struck in the head by the culprit. The victim's passport and any pictures of him were burnt up in the fire. By knowing his real name, no definite concerns could be performed. What about this? Apollo's roving musical father got caught up in this incident and lost his life? What? What? This is about your father, Apollo. Looks like it. I was never told much. I was never told much more than what's written here. Really? How come? Rook always skated around the subject. Maybe he thought I was still too young. Plus, I always thought of the Rook as my dad, so I never really brought it up. Oh, I see. Still, I feel kind of sorry for your real dad. Real dad. I was never really interested in learning about him. But after seeing his picture, I can't help but feel a little curious. I wonder if Dax could tell me about him. Amara's assassination files out of the record. Hello, this file looks like it might be useful. But there are so many pages, I can't tell what's important. We'll need someone to help organize all of this. And I think I know just the person to ask. This is the Rook's old law book. Look, there's a mark on the cover. It looks like it was branded on with a hot iron. Yeah, I think it was done in protest against the Defense Culpability Act. There's an entry on the DC Act right here, see? Oh, so this is the infamous anti-lawyer law you guys are always talking about. Rook's law books added to the court record. A document establishing the Defense Culpability Act in the name of the Queen. Also, I forgot to check. I seen one. A file containing a ton of information on the assassination of Amara Sikasa Karayan. I'm surprised to see so many appliances here. There's even a TV. Speaking of which, we get the people of Karayan quite a shock. When the Plume Punisher, Warrior of New Twilight Realm, was last on TV, you mean that show where actors play the part of the Rook and Reika? You hijacked that in the middle of the broadcast, right? Yep. All the writers doing No, each week try to ruin the divine dragon's good name. So we decided to hit him where it hurts. That must have been a real shocking. Especially for kids who waited all week to see it. I mean, the shows me and Phil was actually hijacking the show that he's in. The translation they had hijacked him mainly for the writers, not for the actual ratings. That's for you. Who's the kid? Wait a second. That's you, Apollo. I recognize those horns anywhere. Is that really the only way anybody recognizes me? You are so cute. And who's that fine-looking young man? That's Naida. Back when he used to smile. Wow. It smells absolutely angelic. Do you bring some memories? I was taking the day we all went out fishing. What was Prashkar Shamandi like when he was younger? He was kind of quiet, but passionate when it came to his convictions. When he finally made prosecutor, he was all fired up to change Quran for the better. Now he's nothing more than Quran's lackey. Seems like Dots has a lot to say about Naida. I'll ask him about his false leader. Dots? What's with the altar? It's for repair respects to the victims of the Defense Culpability Act. This act is a heinous law that puts innocent people to death. A law that's supposed to protect the people sends them to their graves instead. Look what insane. There's a skirt-looking knife sticking out of the Queen's pit. If anyone saw this, they think the Defiant Dragons were a fighting group. Oh, Don? That was actually me trying to kill a fly. I fired a knife, but I whiffed. The thing ended up stuck right between her eyes. You mean this wasn't on purpose? Shamandi Law Office. That's the sign the Rook used to display at front. Hey, Dots. I heard the office used to do quite a bit of business. That it did. The Rook was a famous lawyer with countless courtroom victories after all. He was the dauntless dragon who turned trials upside down, snatching victory from the jaws of defeat. His fame as a lawyer spread far and wide across Quran back in the day. Hope the day comes when he can proudly display the sign again. Rich jacket. You should try it on, Apollo. It might actually suit you. Really? There's also a spare eye patch there. Why not try that on too? Sorry. Just picturing you and all that. It's just too funny. Ow. My pride. Wait. Don't tell me we have to go back through the manhole to get out of here. The only reason the safe house is still safe is because the front door's been boarded up. Fine! I'll just have to live here till the revolution begins. What if I told you rats come out at 9? Then we'll just have to start the revolution before sundown. But the revolution never thought to get a new ally this way. There's something we can do up here. What's with all the spiderweb Dots? Don't you ever clean the place? Not the webs. We have what you call a symbiotic relationship. They catch the bugs that get in here and I don't clean them up. You know, that actually makes a lot of sense. Oh, so... Ew. Is that a newt? Come on, Athena. Can't you tell a gecko when you see one? What's the difference? Geckos like to live in houses, while newts prefer to be outside near water. They're totally different creatures. Well, how do you know this one wasn't caught outside near some water? It could very well be a gecko. No, I'm pretty sure it's a newt. Oh? Then you agree it's a nude Apollo? Ark! I fell right into her trap. You're both wrong. It's just a plain old lizard. Oh, that's not room for the arguments. The mark of the dragon. That's the symbol of our group, the Defiant Dragons. The Rook has the same mark tattooed on the palm of his hand, right? Yep, and I've got one too. Really? Where? On my heart. Oh, you mean metaphorically? Like you're ready to die at any time for the cause or something like that. You got that right. Their life, I'll always be the Defiant Dragon. Nah, it's about this file. Can you help me figure out which pages are the most relevant? Yep, sure can. I got the whole thing memorized. See this page? It's definitely worth a look. Page 44. As the son of the terrorist Daruk, Nair was expelled from the royal family. The idea that the sins of the father are visited upon his children is deeply rooted in the minds of the Chinese people. Well, that's right. That's right. Prosecutor Shamandi was part of the royal family, wasn't he? Yep, but he was expelled after that whole thing with the Rook happened. He must have gone through hell once he entered the legal world for it, though. Because the sins of the father are visited upon his children, right? Yep. In the eyes of the people, the Rook is not only a traitor to his kingdom, he's also the terrorist who assassinated the previous queen. So, as his son, he no doubt got the cold shoulder at every turn. That must have been really hard on him. Yeah, the ties between father and son aren't something you could break, even if you tried. No matter where he went, he was probably labeled the son of a criminal. But despite it all, he made a name for himself through blood, sweat, and tears. I mean, just look at him now. He's a star prosecutor working cases around the globe. He's become a hero, the pride and joy of Korean. Now that's the I know. Super smart and never willing to give in. He must have studied and fought like his life depended on it to get where he is today. There we go. Good update. Oh. Nuts! Wasn't they once part of the Defiant Dragon? Yep, Yuta was a rising star in the Resistance. He fought to fight the cause through the legal system. Said he'd become a prosecutor and give Inga and Garan the smackdown they deserve. But now he's, a puppet of the Garan's regime. Not only that, but now he's going to prosecute his own dad. It doesn't add up. I wonder what happened to him. Me too, but if I had to guess, I said Garan has some serious leverage over him. Leverage? Like what? Which I knew, but it seems like Daruk knows. I tried to press him about it, but he wouldn't say. Come to figure out, Daruk did say Naruto is suffering? Yes, sorry. He knows the rightful state of the Korean legal system. Okay. But something's forcing him to bend the Koran's will, and it's tearing him apart. If that's the case, I bet Nayu really doesn't want to go through with the Rook's prosecution. Oh, the drove justice. That's I wanted to ask you about this picture. Okay. That's the picture of your pops and that the Rook found. And he had a heck of a time tracking it down. He said he searched all over for it. Why? Why go through all that? Sorry, why would he go through all that trouble? That's... Please tell us everything you know about Apollo's dad. Do you know what my biological father was like? Rook once told me about him. He was a modern minister. Minstrel. Minstrel. Walking the world and making music as he travels. Pretty sure I got that wrong. This file also has some information on your real dad. He said he died in the blaze at Queen Amara's residency over 23 years ago. That's right, the Rook had invited them over. The Rook's the kind of guy who becomes fast friends with just about anyone. And it seems your pops was like that too, AJ. They hit it off at the bar. And the next thing you know, the Rook asked him over the place in tunes. And then the palace went up in flames. Yeah, the Rook had just stepped out for a sec when the fire broke out. Apollo, you were there too, but you were still a baby. So just a baby. I remember hearing about that when I was little. Yeah, it was a crying shame. Your pops just happened to take you along that day. You were there with him when the fire broke out, but the Rook risked his life to save you. It's like the Rook's done nothing but save me all my life. All your pop stuff got burned up, including anything that could have helped us identify him. All we knew about him at first was his stage name, Jangly Justice, or something like that. The Rook did everything he could to dig up what little we know now. But what about my mother? Do you know anything about her? All we know is she was traveling with your pops. That day, she was off doing something on her own. Then she probably didn't know. There happened with the Rook, huh? She must have been desperate to find you, and your father once you've gone missing. No doubt, but the Queen's assassination for the Kingdom of the Chaos. The police were so overwhelmed, they were probably hardly any help to her. We searched and searched till our legs gave out too, but we never found her. And with your father's stuff all burned up, we had zero leads, not even a photo. And that's how I became an orphan. Yeah, who knows? Who knows? Maybe your mom read about the details of the fire in the newspaper. And maybe she figured you died along with your pops. Wow, I had no idea you'd been through all that, Apollo. So then, you believe me? You believe in my son's innocence? You poor son, imprisoned for a crime he didn't commit. Let's petition the government for his release and a declaration of innocence. Oh, thank you, thank you. I'm forever in your debt. Who's that? Hey there, Miss Amy. Hard at work, I see. Yes, I have my own battles I must wage. After all, there are many who suffer under the Defense Culpability Act. Miss Amy, please don't forget about our case too. I won't. I will look into it as soon as I am able. That's... What's it Miss Amy doing here? She's sending the air to all those suffering under the regime's wrongful accusations. A lady whose husband's been in prison and parents whose sons have been falsely charged. She's helping all those types of people. She's trying to help the revolution along. In her own special way. Yep. And thanks to her, more and more folks are coming over to our side. All the people who's been unhappy with the regime have been waiting for just this chance. And they're starting to speak out in support of us. People are responding, and a grassroots movement is growing. Rook's dream of a revolution may finally come true. What should we do about the Founder's Orb? We'll probably run into the Royal Guards again the moment we leave this place. Well, we can't stay here forever, so we'll have to think of something. I've got it! Why don't you hold onto it, Dots? It should be safe here, right? You can count on me! I'll get it back to you in time for tomorrow's trial at the Hall of Justice. There's Orb is left with Dots. What now, Apollo? Well, we've got a handle on what happened 23 years ago. Maybe we should pay Rook a visit. There's something I want to show him. I'll join you. I want to talk to him before tomorrow's trial. Maybe I should wait here then. We'll attract undue attention if we go in too large a group. Let's just head to the detention center. May 18th, detention center, visitors room. Hey there, son. Came to see your old man again? Hey, Derek. Guess they're done questioning you. Yeah, you think Naruto might have cut his old man some slack, but no. He really laid into me. Seems they're really keen on recovering the Founder's Orb. Oh. When I wouldn't tell them where it was, he confiscated what few possessions I had left. Wait, Rick's not wearing his attorney's badge? They even took that from him. He confiscated all my prized jailbreaking tools. What did you expect? I mean, no prosecutor in their right mind will let a prisoner keep stuff like that. Did he take your attorney's badge too? No. I thought it was strange, but just when it looked like he was going to take it from me, he changed his mind. I wonder why. Indeed. I find it hard to understand anything he does these days. Your Karani's attorney's badge. You've worn it all these years, even though all the lawyers are gone. Yes, because the dragon's eye is the embodiment of my creed. To show the world that a dragon never yields, huh? Hey, Daruk, why do you still wear your badge? You're not a lawyer anymore, right? This badge is my heart and soul, son. I'll never stop trying to realize my dream. Not until my very last breath. Okay. A dragon never yields, right? Exactly. Naruto, Apollo, I vow to restore Korion's legal system to its rightful state one day. I want to pass on to you a world where you can live free from the fear of tyranny. He was always saying stuff like that to the two of us. Arita, is the reason why you didn't take the Rook's badge because you still remember those talks too? I really hope that's what it is. Son, would you keep my badge for me? Are you sure? I can't take something so important to you. That's exactly why I want you to hold on to it, Apollo. I'm placing my faith in your hands. Alright, I'll make sure it stays safe. The Rook's badge added to the core record. The symbol of the Rook's creed. A dragon never yields. Naruto never confiscated it. That's the only... Who cares? Oh, what fire had that one? show some other stuff. I found this in the tomb. Look familiar? Oh! Nuts! The rook? Where did you find it? Down between the monk statue and the tomb. Is it yours, the rook? Oh, it's something I've bought. Why is he suddenly acting all awkward? I wonder when I lost it. Let's have it. It's very important to me. Of course. I'll just make a note for future reference. Pink butterfly pendant returned to Daruk, but a record of it remains in the court records. Hello, remember how Ingus said he had something to do with Daruk? Why did you ask him about that? Alright, I'll give it a try. Ah, my Turner's badge. You don't see those around here anymore. Okay. It's not exactly something you can wear publicly, is it? Yes, and if you did, people would cheer and throw things at you. I had tomatoes, cabbages, even eggs thrown at me. That sounds awful. At least it didn't throw rocks. True. Plus, if you're good at catching things, you have a start for a good meal. What? It's true. An hour's walk can yield all you need for a nice big hot pot. Rick, I'm sorry I never knew how bad things were when you were raising us. Careful with that. Don't go showing it around town. You'll be branded a rebel. But I'm not a rebel. Don't be ridiculous. You're a member of the Divine Dragon simply by being my son. Son. Or did you think that dragon tattoo on your rear end was just for show? What? You have a tattoo on your butthole? Let me see. Relax, Athena. He's just jerking our chins again. I prepared that myself. Use it well. I'm surprised you were able to gather this much information. It wasn't easy. After all of the evidence from the assassination was lost in the fire. And the newly installed Garen regime was in full control of the media. Every lead I tried to follow led to a dead end. But how am I supposed to solve this case? You'll figure something out once tomorrow's trial is underway. After all, no one looked into this assassination since my last trial. I hope I can turn things around enough to snatch victory from the jaws of defeat. Except for... Oh, okay. Inga Karayan. He was an entirely insufferable, unlikable fellow. I never thought he'd wind up dead. Why did you like him? He was the most hawkish one in the Goran regime. He established a secret police to arrest us rebels without due process. Those they managed to capture were immediately executed. My compatriots and Divine Dragons came to call him the Executioner. The Executioner? Very ironic, considering how he ended up. He's probably in hell now, being tormented by those he wrongfully put to death. Why did the minister... What did the minister mean when he said he had someone dear to you in the palm of his hand? What was he talking about? Now you just seem to know, but he wouldn't tell me anything. Well, I've no idea, so... Well, you obediently follows his every word after he said that. So it seems to me the minister was in close proximity to someone you really care about. Oh, someone you really care about that isn't Naida? Wait, don't tell me! Is there a new lady in your life, Derek? What? No! Don't be ridiculous, son! The love of my life is Amara. But she's gone now, and there will never be another. My bracelet! Wait, does that mean... Rick, have you really not met somebody new? Let's check the eye first. I think I know which sentence is meant to be. I'm gonna try.
Gotcha!
No. You seem uneasy, Derek. Wait, don't tell me you're ashamed because she's much younger than you. Don't be ridiculous! I'm just getting tense because of your intrusive questions. Anyone would react the same way. I guess that's not it. Still, my bracelet reacted. I know you're hiding something. Understand the reaction.
Gotcha!
Found it. Rook, you seemed tense when you said that Amara was gone now. To the point where your arm was moving around. What are you talking about? You're hiding something up your sleeve, aren't you? Huh? What's with these wild allegations? I'm not hiding a thing! My arm had an itch, that's all. Itchy arm, my butt. I'll just have to take a close look at his nervous habits. And confront him with something he can't explain his way out of.
Gotcha!
There's definitely something there. Rook, you can't fool me. You tensed up when you said, but she's gone now. And you unconsciously moved your arm, causing something to press up against your jacket. Oh! How did you do that? Oh, so that's it. You're hiding a woman's photo up your sleeve. Sorry, I'm sorry. You don't have to keep serious like that for me, Daruk. You're an eligible bachelor now. But you'll introduce her to me at some point, right? I keep telling you, there's no other woman. Fine, then let's see it. What are you hiding up your sleeve? It's just this. Satisfied? Huh? But that's the pendant we found in Hamar's tomb. See? I wasn't trying to hide anything. And why did he tense up? Rick, let me take a look at that. Oh! Hey! What's this button for? Oh! It's a picture of the Rick and some lady. It's a picture of the Rick and some lady. And she's really young looking too. Mon dude! Are you into younger women, the Rick? Derek, you dog, you got yourself a younger lover. Will you stop with this nonsense? This is Amar before she died. If you look closer, you'll see that I was younger too. Hey, you're right. Aw, that's no fun. Wait a second. Haven't we seen this one before? Now that you mention it, isn't this the same woman as the one in the independent photo?
Take that!
The woman in the pen is also the one in this photo. Apollo, where did you get this? In the safe in Inga's room. Apollo. Sorry, Apollo. This is Queen Amara. It had to be taken at least 23 years ago. But that's just not possible. Yeah, I just noticed the same thing. This is why this photo couldn't be 23 years old.
Take that!
Take a look at the law book. It has the mark of the Divine Dragon branded on. The mark didn't assist until after you started your revolutionary activities, Daruk. So this photo must have been taken after Garan came in the power. And that didn't happen until after Amara was assassinated. So then, how could Amara be in this photo? Wait a second. That would mean that Amara is still alive? Oh! Looks like you found me out, son. Wait, so it's actually true? Daruk! What do you mean Amara is still alive? Amara's still alive? I thought she's been assassinated. So did I. But it seems she made it out alive, only to be held captive by the Garan regime. Why would they do that? I fled from the law and went underground 23 years ago. I heard some shocking news from a Divine Dragon spy. The rumors of Queen Amara being sighted in the palace. And those rumors turned out to be true? Yes, I snuck into the palace and seen for myself. She was confined within the grounds, but otherwise, she was as fit as a fiddle. So then, the sarcophagus in the tomb, it's empty? Yes. That entire tomb was one big charade. Garan had it built to stage Amara's death. So we're not going to be cursed by her vengeful spirit? That's a relief. She was being held under virtual house arrest. So I freed her, and we made a run for it. This photo was taken back then. Look at how they both... I had her both grinning from ear to ear. Huh? There's a fingerprint on this metal part. Guess the Daruk must have left it by accident. Oh, Mr. Shamani, I want to hear all about how you ran away with Queen Amara. Pink butterfly pendant updated in the core record. It seems to belong to Daruk. A fingerprint was found on the inside of the lid, stained with the victim's blood. I'm surprised Amara agreed to run away with you. I mean, Garan must have told her that you tried to kill her. I tried to convince her that I wasn't the one who set the blaze at reading. And she believed you? She said, and I quote, "I shall accompany you so I may ascertain the truth myself." You always was a tough one to read. I bet she was thrilled you came to rescue her, Mr. Shamani. To be set free by your beloved, it's like something out of a fairy tale. Yeah, well, there was no happily ever after once Garan's people caught up with us. They took Amara away to who knows where. Snuck back into the palace and searched high and low for her, but to no avail. They probably moved her to some remote mountain prison or the like. Rick, does Naira know about this? He knows she's his true mother. I told him as much. Wait, is that why Naira is following Garan's orders? Most likely. So then, do you think that deep down, he doesn't really want to prosecute you? Well, he's not one to show his feelings. And lately, I have no idea what he's thinking. Apollo, you need to grill Tell the queen about it tomorrow when we have the chance. I was wondering about something. The little baby the lady's holding. Is that Prosecutor Shimande? Not necessarily. It could just as well have been me. After all, we're only 1 year apart. I don't know. I mean, in the picture is too cute to be you. Let's settle this by asking Durek himself. Durek, about the cute little kid in this photo. Is that me? Huh? What are you talking about? See, I told you it was Prosecutor Shimande. Oh, I see. Well, either way, it's not you, son. But then, if it's Naida, it was taken when he was about 1 year old, right? Then, and that would mean he ran away from Mara around 22 or 23 years ago. You're pretty good with numbers, son. Impressive. Huh? What kind of question is that? What kind of answer is that? Woman's photo updated in the record. A photo of the Rook and Mara's life on the run about 24 years ago. Before you go, son, there's something else I need to tell you. Something important. What is it, the Rook? I've never seen you act so serious before. Oh. So what's this something important you have to tell me? Listen, son. Even if you manage to prove me innocent tomorrow, I don't have long to live. Huh? What are you talking about? What I mean is, I can already hear the Twilight Realm calling my name. There's no escaping death now that it has its sights set on me. What? Is this another one of your jokes? I wish it was. You can't film me, Durek. Huh? That's strange. Why isn't my wrist reacting? Are you sick? It's something like that. You're not joking. I'm afraid not, son. Sorry. Isn't there a cure? Or at least some sort of treatment? Unfortunately not. Not for what I've got. You need some kind of surgery? I'll work hard until I can pay for it. So, please. It's too late. There's nothing more to be done now. You always said, a dragon never yields. So why are you giving up now? Hello. I'm sorry. Really am. I don't understand. Why is this happening, Durek? Why? Listen, Apollo. I've got a favor to ask of you. Would you keep quiet about this? I don't want my fellow dragons to find out. They'll lose all hope if they knew I was dying. Would you do that for me? Of course. Why is this happening now? Just when I was finally starting to feel like you really are my... I thought that this time, finally, but now... Damn it! Why? Hello? Listen, son. I don't have much longer to live. But I'll never let them execute me. Not before I finish what I need to do. You know, Durek. There's no way I'm going to let them prove you guilty. Here it goes. I'm going to turn back time by righting the wrongs that have been done. I'm going to restore Durek's freedom. I'm return a real smile to Naida's face. I'm going to win this case. I just have to. Son, I have one more big secret. What? There's something else you've been hiding from me? I'm afraid I can't tell you what it is. I'd be betraying a certain someone if I did. Huh? What's that supposed to mean? Forgive me. You'll just have to find out for yourself. That's the only way. You understand, Daruk? Apollo, in court tomorrow, you may find yourself faced with a truth that is difficult to accept. But I know you. I know you can handle the truth, no matter what it turns out to be. I know that because I believe in you. You are my son, after all. Like, what is he talking about? Wait, he's not going to reveal that he's actually is the killer, is he? Looks like we've run out of things to discuss. Apollo, are you okay? I'm fine. 309! Release the work! What's going on out there? Sounds like the party's getting started without me. Huh? It's coming from the temple. Let's go, Apollo, and take a look! Alright, let's go. May 18th Temporal Temple. Whoa! What is all this?
Huh? Well, look at that. The people are coming to take their courts back.
Don't hold back, men! Arrest them all!
The rook belongs to the people! Give him back! Arr! Why are you holding him? I done you! They have my big sister too! But she didn't do anything wrong! Ouch, ouch! Stop pulling her! Release my son! Release him now! Stop that! No pain! This is really something. It looks like Dads and Miss Immy are leading the charge. You unenlightened fools. Do you honestly think this will change anything? Yuri! Why do you keep serving that witch Garan? It's... Hey, Narita! You again. What's going on here? It would appear that the insurgents are fanning the flames of rebellion. But I never thought it would grow so large. However, they will all be under arrest shortly. Reinforcements are almost here. They'll be arrested? Just for protesting? They are aiding and abetting a criminal by seeking his release. Her Eminence, Queen Garan, has ordered they be arrested and judged en masses. But you weren't you once a member of the Divine Dragons too? How can you go along with this? I am simply following the orders of Her Eminence that has handed down. No, can't be as simple as that. Listen, Narita, there's something I want to talk to you about. Hey, you're not getting away this time! We need to talk. I see there is no reasoning with you. Very well then, speak. Narita, do you really have to serve as prosecutor in Daruk's case? I mean, prosecuting your own flesh and blood. It's just not right. Again with this dribble. Sorry, again with this straw. Yeah, dribble. I actually got it right there. Your ethical standards are not the be-all, end-all of the world around you. Not getting into another debate with him. Narita, did you know that Rook is sick? What? He apparently doesn't have that much longer to live. If I'm guilty, he probably wouldn't even make it until his execution day. What are you talking about? Doing this? Are you still prepared to send an already dying man to his grave? Well, enough with the Send Monk act, Narita. Tell me how you really feel. Mr. Justice, each person is born with a role to fulfill, and I must fulfill mine. Well, I'm not convinced that taking the route to trial is a part of your lot in life. As for why you've been at Garan's every beck and call, I think I might have the answer. Narita, you know the truth about your mother, don't you? About how the former queen is still alive and being held somewhere? So Daruk told you, did he? Yes, it's true. My mother was spirited away to some remote corner of this kingdom. Keep her safe from harm. Safe from harm? But Daruk said the Grand regime is holding her captive. Wrong one. No, they are keeping her safe. So you don't know where Amara is being held? I only knew that it is some secluded hideaway where visitors are not allowed. I have heard she leads a simple life, akin to that of monastic discipline disciples. Reading. Sure, sounds like she's being held captive to me. Listen, Narita, aren't you really doing this? Aren't you really doing the Queen's bidding? Because she's holding Amara captive? And this whole thing with the Rook, you know he didn't really kill Inga, don't you? The Rook doesn't have much longer to live, so I want to help him however I can. This time, it's our turn. You could have been killed. You risked your life to save us? Why? What a silly question. A father wouldn't risk his life to save his own children. Narita, Apollo, don't you ever hesitate to call when you need me. Understand? It's our turn to help the Rook however we can. What you speak of is futile. Let it go and move on. The guilty verdict, the hopelessness, you must resign yourself to it all. Clinging to falsehood will only serve to magnify your future despair. So let it go and move on. Narita, are you really going to just rule over on this? I have no more time for idle chatter. I must prepare for tomorrow's trial. Now, you'll excuse me. Apollo? I sense a whirlpool of emotions coming from within Prosecutor Shamani just now. Anger, shock, bewilderment? Yeah. An icy sorrow, as deep and dark as an abyss. Yeah, I picked up on that too. Looks like the Rook really won't be the only one who will need my help tomorrow. I think it's about time to pay Queen Garan another visit. And ask her about her sister Amara. We'll just move on. Why did I blanked for a bit there. Don't know why. May 18th, Qaran Palace, Audience Chamber. Huh? Royal Guard isn't around. That is utter. You cannot continue to deceive the people like that. I thought justice is much more than simply speaking the truth. Is that Princess Rafa and King Gran over there? You deceived me too, Mother? How can I ever believe a word you say again? You nincompoop! Your benevolence! I couldn't help but overhear. You impudent! Ow! Are you okay, Mr. Wright? I can't believe she actually punched you. Yeah, I'm used to it by now. What's the matter with the princess? Sounds like she was arguing with her mother. Maybe it has something to do with this picture. Rafa said she had to ask her mother about some secret or another as soon as she saw it. So then, does that mean that Princess Raven knows what really happened? That Amara wasn't assassinated, and it's still very much alive? It would seem so, and she doesn't seem to be taking the Grand's lives very well. But that's no surprise, considering how much Rafa reveres her mother. That would definitely cause her a great deal of anguish and sadness. Eavesdropping, RE? How very rude. You there. Are you not the Rook's son? Oh, nice to meet you, Your Eminence. We're actually here to speak with you, if you could spare a moment. Your Eminence, the Rook told me about Amara. About how she's still alive, that is. You knew not of what you speak. After the Rook learned Amara was still alive, he rescued her, and they ran off together. She was captured, and remained captive in a secret location to this day. And as for Nayuda doing your bidding, it's only because Amara's life is in your hands. What an active imagination you have. Ha 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 ha. A lawyer and a comedian. How droll. Oh, where'd they come from? Anyway, if she's gonna play dumb, I'll just have to chuck her around with some evidence. Good to hear. Your Eminence, I asked you to take a look at this photo. Why, that's... It's a photo of Amara. And here you can see a law book bearing the mark of the Defiant Dragons. I believe you know what that means. Very well. Royal Guard, stand down. Yes, Your Eminence. The witches are command. It seems there is no need to perpetuate this charade any longer. I'm pretty sure I got that wrong. We shall speak of all we know. So then, you admit that Amara is still alive? Yes, she is under our protection in a safe location. I think you mean being held prisoner. And where is she being kept? Oh, now why would we tell the son of a traitor that? Guess she has a point there. Now, heed our warning, horned devil. It would not be wise to inform the people that Amara yet lives. It could only serve to plunge public order into chaos. I have no intention of doing that. Besides, there really are terrorists out there who might try to kill her. Good. Now, there was something we have been meaning to ask you. Do you know what has become of the Founder's Orb? The Founder's Orb went missing after the Rook took it into the tomb. As his son, we thought you might know something of his current whereabouts. I knew it. I suppose I should thank you for that free running tour of Koran. That was the Royal Guard's own doing. Nice try, lady. Now you're definitely not getting the orb ever. Why do you want the orb so badly anyway? Because it would be most dangerous in the wrong hands. It must be recovered. Is the legend true? Can the orb really impart spiritual power? Are you worried that someone could overthrow you with it? The Holy Mother's power is without equal. Should Her Holiness once again return to our world, she could conceivably bestow great power upon the ones who unlock the orb's secret. I guess it makes sense, considering spirit channeling is a fact of life here. So we ask you, Horned Devil, did you receive the Founder's Orb from the Rook? Does it look like I did? So you like to play games, do you? Royal Guard? Yes, Your Eminence! Search this devil and his belongings. What? At once, your emeralds. Don't move. You'll only make this harder on yourself. Yikes! Hey, cut that out. No, what the? Hey, Apollo! Don't strip here! Stop persisting. Just submit to our strip search already. Oh, wait! Hey, cut it out! Ah! Rest in peace, my poor tattered dignity. There's no sign of the Fender's orb, your emeralds. So, you have hidden it somewhere. No matter. We shall recover it one way or another once you are found guilty of abetting the accused. Rook was right. She really is bent on getting the orb. Oh, there? Looks like the princess is back. I took a stroll to try to calm myself, but I still find the situation unacceptable. The people must be informed about Queen Amara. She does know about that. Raitha, you do not yet possess a clear grasp of how a government and its people interact. There will always be secrets that must be kept from the ignorant masses. You have little faith in our people, Mother? That it is the royal priestess' duty to always speak the truth. And as such, I cannot remain silent. I will not. The truth, you say? Your mind has been poisoned by the barbed one. It was an honor and a pleasure, your emeralds. I've been pretty sure for the entire play I'm getting that word wrong. We must speak with our child. It is a mother's duty to discipline her child after all. Nay, if you will excuse us. Discipline? I don't like the sound of that at all. Well, Apollo, let's head back to the safe house for now. Good idea. We need to go over what we have found and collect our thoughts. May 18th, former Shamani Law Office. Ah, you're back. Thank you for holding the fort, Chief Prosecutor Edgeworth. Sorry it took so long. Hope you weren't too bored. I watched the plumed Punisher, warrior of Neo Twilight Realm, while you were gone. And my verdict is... it's an outrage! Especially its theme song! Even worse, the people here believe it's an original Chinese show! Can you believe it? I've already spoken about it at length with Mr. Ribble, and I'm not sure what he's battling about. But at least it seems he wasn't bored. Ah, the Steel Samurai font. From Mr. Edgeworth. Never gets old. Moving along to things that actually matter. We've gathered about all the information and evidence we can concerning this case. I think it's time we go over everything we've learned so far. The Orb trial, Maya's adoption, and the murder of the mastermind behind it all. Justice Minister Inga. It's a lot to consider. Think you have all the facts straight in your head? Yep, I've got it all covered, Mr. Wright. It's the truth about what really went down that's going to be the problem. Yeah, it's like the more we learn about this case, the less we understand. I agree. There's a deep darkness enveloping this case. I'm almost afraid of what we will find once we lift that black veil. Suffice to say, the real killer is certainly waiting underneath. Real killer, huh? And that's the million-dollar question. Who killed Inga, and why? Think, Apollo. Who would you say had a motive to commit this crime? I, for one, I'm drawing a complete blank. I want to know how the killer slipped into the tomb, killed Inga, and slipped back out. without ever being seen. That's a bona fide locked room mystery right there. Well, we've collected plenty of evidence and statements. I just hope the rest come out in court. It'll be a thinner tightrope than usual, that's for sure. This case has one big fly in the ointment. In order to prove the Rook's completely innocent, we'll almost have to exonerate him of the crime committed 24 years ago. A Myra's supposed assassination. Right, we know Myra's still alive, but the Rook could still be charged with applying the killer. We couldn't discover the truth, even after over 2 decades of investigating. So our biggest hurdle is going to be the complete lack of evidence. The fire made sure of that. Mr. Wright, have you ever won a case without any evidence? No. That's one thing I've never done before. A trial unprecedented even in the decorative annals of the Wright Agency. Still, I can't help but wonder, is there really no evidence left behind? Oh, and we can't forget about the Defense Culpability Act. Those who would support the criminals will be deemed just as guilty. In short, if the Rook is found guilty and sentenced to death, we'll likely join him in a very public execution. Yeah! Beat the charges or die. What kind of crazy upside-down legal system is this anyway? Don't worry, I can't ask someone as long as you the rest of your life, Athena. So tomorrow, it'll just be me and Apollo on the courtroom floor. But you can support us by watching from the gallery. What? No! I want to help! I'm part of the agency too, after all! Sorry, but this is a direct order from your boss. Plus, there's Prosecutor Black to think of. He said he used me as a sword practice. He'll use me for sword practice if I put you in harm's way. You know, I actually would agree. I'd actually believe that, funny enough. Yeah, Simon. Well, at least promise me this, you two. Promise me you'll make it back alive. Make it back alive, huh? What's with that face, Apollo? You'll never inspire confidence in your client like that. And they'll play right into the prosecution's hands. Remember, the worst of times are when lawyers have to force their biggest smiles. You're right. Even when it seems hopeless, or when there's not a shred of evidence to be found, we can never let it show on our faces, right? But will I actually be able to do that tomorrow? When push comes to shove, will I be able to force my biggest smile? And that's where we're going to end it. So, we're on the last 3 parts of this, which is all trials, so we'll probably be in 3 days. But for now, I'm going to wrap things up here. Hope it's a good day, this week. I'll be back in the snow day tomorrow with the trial, and then we'll go from there. And with that, I'll see you till next time. Bye!